First of all, let me thank Star Hilal Foundation for organizing this webinar. And in particular, I would like to thank Dr. Ibrahim Hassan Murad. And I particularly would like to express my appreciation. I would like to express my appreciation to Sadaf, who has been very kind, and he has professionally handled the logistical issues of the program. I am really honored to share the podium with distinguished scholars, Professor Faika Ibrahim, Professor Rahatul Ain, and our distinguished diplomat from Azad Kashmir, Ghulam Muhyiddin Diwan. But particularly, I am sharing the podium with three sons of the soil, which is really an honor for me. Nasir Qadri Saab, who is a known jurist of Kashmir, and Dr. Walid Rasool, who is a scholar, activist, and particularly Sayyid Abdullah Gilani Sahab, who is a politician and diplomat, and the official representative of Sayyid Ali Gilani. Since we are talking about Sayyid Ali Gilani, I really would like to say just a word about a fascinating and charismatic personality of Sayyid Ali Gilani. Just a word, not more than that. It was in mid-90s वो गिलानी साहब हज पर तशरीफ लाए, तो यहाँ पाकिस्तान से नवाब नसरुल्लाह खान साहब एंड काजी हुसैन अहमद साहब एंड जनरल जो आधा रावला कोट के हैं जनरल अजीज साहब, वो उनसे मिलने के लिए आए. It's a very historical conversation. It took place in the tent in Minna. So I think the people of Pakistan, they really need to know it. नवाबजादा साहब ने गिलानी साहब से कहा एग्जैक्ट वर्डिंग, मोहतरम सईद साहब, इलाहा की पाकिस्तान के बारे में आपकी क्या राय है? तो सईद गिलानी साहब ने कहा किबला नवाबजादा नसरुल्लाह खान साहब, इलाहा की पाकिस्तान मेरे सियासी मंशूर का हिस्सा नहीं है. इलाहा की पाकिस्तान मेरे ईमान का जुज़ है. I think the people of Pakistan need to know when they are really talk about Sayyid Ali Gilani, what is the personality of Sayyid Ali Gilani. और उनके बारे में एक और गलत फहमी है कि वो बहुत ही हट दरम हैं और गिलानी साहब हिंदुस्तान के साथ बात नहीं करना चाहते हैं. लेट मी टेल यू ऑन द रिकॉर्ड, ये बिल्कुल इट इज एन एब्सोल्यूट फैलेसी. गिलानी साहब ने पब्लिकली कहा कि मैं तो हिंदुस्तान के साथ किसी भी वक्त बात करने के लिए तैयार हूँ, लेकिन हिंदुस्तान सिर्फ मुझे ये कहे कि बात किस बात पर करनी है. Now coming back to the topic, very important topic, ground reality, Indian thinking and international understanding. अभी डॉक्टर फाइका साहब मुझे पूछ रही थी, how is the situation of COVID-19 in America? It's not a matter of COVID-19 in America or in Pakistan. The whole global family is consumed with COVID-19 pandemic. तो सवाल पैदा होता है कि इन हालात में when people cannot even leave their houses, इन हालात में हम कश्मीर की बात क्यों करें? What are those compulsions? Why do we really need to talk about the issue of Kashmir? There are dozens of reasons. I would like to just mention few. आपको मालूम होगा कि कश्मीर के लिए एक बहुत ही वो एडजेक्टिव था कि कश्मीर एक जन्नत है, और बदकिस्मती से when I am talking to you that paradise does not exist anymore. और मैं आपको ये भी बताना चाहता हूँ, इसलिए नहीं कि अहमद कुरैशी ने मुझे कहा कि वो जहन्नम जार बना हुआ है. The New York Times wrote, the New York Times, Kashmir has become the hell for the people of Kashmir. Kashmir was known for its extraordinary beauty. Unfortunately, today when I am talking to you, Kashmir has lost that beauty. Again, you need to know, not because I am saying it, क्योंकि मुझे सदफ ने कहा था कि a lot of students, they are going to really, they want to know about the issue of Kashmir. So whatever I am going to tell you, it is based on facts. Kashmir has lost its beauty, not because Sayyid Ali Gilani has told it to me. Harinder Baweja, which is one of the most respected journalists of India, she wrote it, India Today, Harinder Baweja, and let me quote exactly. Everywhere there is pain in Kashmir. There is darkness everywhere. Kashmir has lost its magic. Kashmir has lost its mystique, unquote. Harinder Babeja. नासिर साहब के बारे में कहा कि he is a jurist. वह हमारे जस्टिस बहाउद्दीन फारूकी साहब थे, चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ जम्मू एंड कश्मीर हाई कोर्ट. When he came to America, I have no time to tell you how he really briefed the American congressman and the State Department. लेकिन उसने लिखा बहाउद्दीन फारूकी ने, there is only one thing in Kashmir, that is suffering and nothing else but the suffering of the people of Kashmir, unquote. Now the question is, what is the ground reality? Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it? Despite all this suffering, जो कश्मीर की ग्राउंड रियलिटी है, we should really thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for that. 2-3 मिसालें आपको मैं बताना चाहता हूँ. During the latest phase of Kashmiri freedom struggle, not once, not twice, dozens of times, virtually the whole population of the capital city of Srinagar and adjacent towns and villages, men, women, and children, coming on the streets, shouting the slogans of Azadi. Then doing what? Marching to the office of United Nations. I will quote you New York Times. यहाँ न्यूयॉर्क में एक इंडियन अमेरिकन वीकली है, उसका नाम है इंडिया अब्रॉड. इंडियन अमेरिकन वीकली. उन्होंने अपने 2 डिस्पैच में लिखा. In 2 dispatches, there were more than 1 million people on the streets of Srinagar. फिर उन्होंने ये लिखा है कि they have submitted more than 400 petitions to the office of United Nations. Let us try to analyze it. ये किसी इमरान खान साहब ने, मोहम्मद यासिन मलिक साहब ने मुझे नहीं कहा. This is India abroad. Try to analyze. 1 million people cannot be called terrorists. 1 million people cannot be instigated and provoked from the remote control from Islamabad. क्योंकि इंडिया अब्रॉड कहता है, they have been marching to the office of United Nations. What does that mean? Have you ever seen a terrorist who will knock the door of United Nations? Have you ever seen a terrorist who believes in the mechanism and the system of United Nations? India abroad कहता है कि they have submitted more than 400 petitions. कोई terrorist petitions पर और memorandums पर believe करता है? So the presence of 1 million people on the streets of Kashmir, it reflects one thing, and that is it is indigenous, it is spontaneous, and it is popular. Just one more example. It is very important, and for that, all those people who are listening or who are going to listen later on, they need to really take a note of it. कश्मीर में बहुत सारे सर्वेज हुए. In 2004, it was by Outlook magazine. उन्होंने कहा कि 78% they want आज़ादी. 2004 में. In 2007, there was another survey. It was jointly conducted by your Dawn magazine of Karachi, Hindustan Times, IBN, CNN in 2007. 2004 में 78% want आज़ादी. 2007, 87% people want आज़ादी. Then there's a London-based think tank, Chatham House. They had another survey in 2010. It was released on May 27, 2010 by BBC. You know what does the survey say? The survey said that 95% of the people of the Valley of Kashmir, they want Azadi. Why it is important? It is important when Kofi Annan was the Secretary General of the United Nations. उसे पूछा गया, सेक्रेटरी जनरल साहब, आप तो सोए हुए थे. ये तो ईस्ट तिमोर 28 साल से इंडोनेशिया के कब्जे में था. One fine morning, you woke up, you intervened in the East Timor, you had a referendum, and East Timor got free. What happened? Ladies and gentlemen, you know what was the response of Kofi Annan? कोफी अन्नान ने कहा कि ईस्ट तिमोर में एक रेफरेंडम हुआ. उस रेफरेंडम में यह साबित हुआ कि 70% of the people of East Timor, they do not want to be the part of Indonesia. So we had no choice but to intervene. अहमद कुरैशी साहब, क्या ये हमारी जिम्मेदारी नहीं बनती है कि we have to knock the door of Antonio Guterres? and remind him what Kofi Annan said. They intervened in East Timor because 70% did not want to be the part of Indonesia. Here you have a survey not conducted by Islamabad or Karachi or Muzaffarabad, conducted by Chatham House of London. 95% people do not want to be the part of India. Now the question is, ladies and gentlemen, what is the Indian thinking? Because it's a very important constituency. We need the support from the people of Pakistan. We need the support from the friends of Kashmir all over the world. Thank God we are getting it, although we are not getting it from the governments, but we are getting from the civil society and global public square. But to me, what is the most important constituency is India. Because ultimately it is India which has to give the freedom to the people of Kashmir. But India at the same time is 1.2 or 1.3 billion people. But I am going to tell you a few important events which took place within the past few years. I am not going to take you back to the United Nations. What happened on January 15, 1948. By the way, that is very historical and that is very relevant also. That's why I want to mention a word about that. What happened on January 15, 1948. Sir Gopala-Swami Iyengar. Sir Gopala-Swami Iyengar was the Indian delegate to the United Nations. लेकिन ये वही सर गोपाल-स्वामी अयंगर है जो महाराजा हरि सिंह के वजीर आजम भी थे, उनके दौर में ये वजीर आजम थे कश्मीर के। और आपने सुना होगा आर्टिकल 370, जो हिंदुस्तान का आर्टिकल 370 है उसको ड्राफ्ट करने वाला सर गोपाल-स्वामी अयंगर है। But anyway, he was the Indian delegate to the United Nations. He spoke in the Security Council. Exact अल्फाज हैं, अल्फाज क्या है? Our position on Kashmir is very clear. If the people of Kashmir would like to remain with India, or they would like to accede to Pakistan, he did not stop there. Or they would like to remain independent, it has to be decided by the people of Kashmir. And again, that happened in 1948. I am not going to take you there. If you remember what is the most important newspaper of India, it is Hindustan Times. इसकी सर्कुलेशन बाय द वे 9 मिलियन है। 9 मिलियन इज द सर्कुलेशन ऑफ हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स। इसके एडिटर थे वीर संघवी। वीर संघवी इज अ वेरी यंग, मे बी इन 50s। वीर संघवी ने हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स में लिखा, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। As I told you that Indian constituency is very important, and I am not telling you that every Indian is really thinking about the people of Kashmir, but I am telling you few people, but those who really shape the policy and the opinion of the Indian people, they have started spoken for the people of Kashmir. What did he say? He said, why do we hang on to Kashmir? Veer Sanghvi, why do we hang on to Kashmir? If the people of Kashmir do not want to be with us, let us have a referendum. This is Veer Sanghvi in Hindustan Times. Let us have a referendum. If they want to remain, they are most welcome. If they do not, we have no moral authority to force them to remain. Then he said, this is the time to think unthinkable. The second most important newspaper of India is Times of India. Swaminathan Iyer, again, not a Pakistani, not a Kashmiri, not a Muslim. Swaminathan Iyer is an Indian journalist. He wrote in Times of India. What did he write? He said, we have given the promise to the people of Kashmir to have a referendum. Let us have one. Give the people of Kashmir 3 choices. This is not Muhammad Yasin Malik. This is Swaminathan Iyer. Give the people of Kashmir 3 choices: India, Pakistan, and independence. Let the people of Kashmir decide, not the armies of India or Pakistan. You might have heard the name of P. Chidambaram, a very genius. He is the Oxford graduate, P. Chidambaram. He was the Minister of Finance and he was the Minister of Interior of Government of India during Dr. Manmohan Singh's cabinet. He said, my position on Kashmir is very clear. I have been writing about it and I have spoken about it, that we are losing Kashmir. These are the words of P. Chidambaram. Lekin Yashwant Sinha, he went one step further. And who is Yashwant Sinha, by the way? Yashwant Sinha is one of the known BJP leader. He was the foreign minister of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He's a BJP leader. Yashwant Sinha said, India, we are making one after another mistake in Kashmir. There is no question of losing Kashmir. Yashwant Sinha, there is no question of losing Kashmir. We have lost Kashmir. And again, P. Chidambaram said in the parliament, he said, India, if you really want the people of Kashmir to love India, let us have a referendum. Gautam Navlakha, the former editor of Economic and Political Weekly of India. By the way, he is right now in the jail because he's not only speaking for the human rights in Kashmir, he is speaking for the human rights of everybody in India, including the Muslims of India. He wrote that I was in Kashmir, August 13, 2008. He said there was a call given by the Hurriyat and he named them. He said it was Sayyid Ali Gilani, Muhammad Yasin Malik, Shabir Ahmad Shah. They have given the joint, and Mirwais Umar Farooq. They have given a joint call, Mazari Shuhada Chalo. Gautam Navlakha, he wrote about it. He said, I happen to be in Srinagar. Hanika, let us see if there is any response to this call. Usne kaha, main Mazari Shuhada gaya, which is known as, it was known as Eidgah in Kashmir. Now it is known as Mazari Shuhada. Gautam Navlakha said there were more than 1 million people there. And I couldn't see a gun in the hand of anybody. Then he wrote, India stop blaming Pakistan. Then he wrote, India stop blaming fundamentalism. Then he wrote, India accept the fact that the people of Kashmir have lost faith in India. And the last thing about Indian thinking is Arundhati Roy. I'm sure you have heard the name. Not only she is Indian scholar, she is internationally known human rights activist. It is on the video, you can see the video October 3rd, 2019. It's in English. उसने कहा कि लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि कश्मीरी क्या चाहते हैं. Arundhati Roy, she's an Indian patriotic person. लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि कश्मीरी क्या चाहते हैं. क्योंकि she was speaking in English, so let me quote her correctly. So she said, the people of Kashmir have been saying it for the last 70 years. Then she said, the people of Kashmir have been saying it with their blood. Then she said, the people of Kashmir want nothing but the right to self-determination. Now, the ladies and gentlemen, international understanding. Very briefly, I would like to tell you again, हम सबको ये गलतफहमी है कि Kashmir became an international issue because India brought the issue of Kashmir to the United Nations. It is absolutely false. It is a fact that India brought the issue of Kashmir to the United Nations, yes. Lekin United Nations could have easily rejected it. But they did not reject it. You know why? Not because India brought it to the United Nations. Not because Sir Zulfikar Khan was there, no. It became international, listen carefully. Because then the President of the United States, President Harry Truman, he instructed his ambassador to the United Nations. His name was Ambassador Warren Austin. And what were the instructions? Coming from the White House, ladies and gentlemen, to his ambassador to the United Nations to initiate a resolution on Kashmir. The resolution number 47, which was adopted on April 21st, 1948. You know who drafted that? Ambassador Warren Austin. You know who were the co-sponsors? Great Britain and France. You know what was the demand? Demand was the people of Kashmir need to be given right to self-determination. You know, on August 5th, 2019, when Modi abrogated Article 370(35)(a, you know why? Don't tell me that he's a pagal. वो पागल नहीं है. He knows what he is doing. उसका ख्याल था कि I am going to dissolve the issue of Kashmir. Not resolve it, but dissolve it. No one is going to talk about Kashmir. If at all there is going to be a talk, it will be only between New Delhi and Islamabad. लेकिन अल्लाह मियाँ का अपना एक प्लान है. Can you believe it? इन्हें कश्मीरी जितना भी अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करना चाहे नहीं कर सकते. उस वक्त डॉक्टर फाई का ऑनेस्ट गार्डियन नासिर साहब आपको बताएंगे, अब्दुल्ला गिलानी साहब आपको बताएंगे, कश्मीरी ने कहा कि हमारी मां मर गई. When abrogation Article 370-35A took place, everybody thought this is the end of the story. 3 days later, on August 8, 2019, सिर्फ 3 दिन बाद, again the credit goes to a Pakistani journalist, Iftikhar Ali, who is the correspondent of APP in the United Nations. उसने सेक्रेटरी जनरल से पूछा, साहब ये तो आर्टिकल 370-35A एब्रोगेट हो गया, आपकी क्या राय है? Can you believe it? हमारी जान में जान आ गई. Antonio Guterres says, our position is very clear. The Kashmir issue has to be resolved under UN Charter and under applicable United Nations Security Council resolutions. मोदी साहब ने कहा कि यहाँ इंटरनेट नहीं चलेगा ये कश्मीर में, और उसने जस्टिफाई किया क्योंकि यहाँ टेररिज्म है, ये टेररिस्ट आपस में ये इंटरनेट इस्तेमाल करते हैं. You know who came to defend the people of Kashmir? Dr. David Kaye. And who is Dr. David Kaye? By the way, he's an American. But more than that, he is the United Nations Special Rapporteur on the freedom of expression. David Kaye wrote to the India, we have to have the internet in Kashmir. Not to stop the terrorism, but to prevent disinformation and to ensure accountability of the authorities. Modi Saab ne kaha ki we are the largest democracy. You know who responded to that? I'm sure Imran Khan Saab did it in the United Nations. I'm sure Shah Mohammad Qureshi and Sayyid Ali Gilani and Muhammad Yasin Malik and others, they said, no, it's not a democracy. Can you believe it? Huffington Post, American newspaper Huffington Post, you know what did the Huffington Post write? The Indian democracy in Kashmir is dead. Narendra Modi ने कहा कि वो श्रीनगर गए थे, बल्कि I think he went also to one of the local area which is known as वहाँ suburban area में श्रीनगर में जहाँ वो ज़ाफ़रान होता है, पामपोर, उसने कहा there is normalcy in Kashmir. Dr. Karen Parker, Ahmed Qureshi knows her. Dr. Karen Parker, an internationally known jurist, she wrote, the presence of 700,000 Indian military has made Kashmir the largest army concentration anywhere in the world. In other words, there is no normalcy in Kashmir. Now the question is, ladies and gentlemen, it is not that nothing is happening at the international scene. Then what is our problem? What is the problem of the people of Kashmir? What the problem they are facing? The problem we are facing is the understanding of these international leaders, the understanding of this global public square. They have yet to translate that understanding into tangible strategy. Otherwise, you tell me, Donald Trump का नाम आपने सुना होगा. Not once, 5 दफा उसने कहा कि I am ready to mediate over the issue of Kashmir. We knew he's not going to do it, but at least he said it. Then India said, no, Mr. President, you cannot do it. We are not surprised that India said no to the mediation of Donald Trump. But we are really surprised that Donald Trump took the no of India as an answer. United Nations High Commissioner on Human Rights, Ms. Michelle Bachelet, who was the elected president of Chile for 10 years, she issued a report. In the report, she recommended many things, but 2 very important. India give the people of Kashmir right to self-determination. And more importantly, to both India and Pakistan, when the talks on Kashmir will take place, Kashmiri people should be the part of talks. इसी UN High Commissioner ने कहा कि we want to send the fact-finding mission to Kashmir. India said no. And again, we are not surprised India said no, because India had been saying it for the last 70 years. But United Nations High Commissioner, she took the no of India as an answer. Now the question is, under these circumstances, what do we need to do? I want to give you just few points. Number 1, never ever underestimate 2 things. What are those 2 things? Pen and intellect. Pen and intellect. And thank God we have millions of them and we can use it. I am sure the people of Pakistan and Azad Kashmir and the people who are listening to this webinar, you have heard the name of बुरहान वानी. बुरहान वानी का नाम आपने सुना है. बुरहान वानी के कंधों पर गन था, बंदूक थी, लेकिन जनरल सिप्टेन कहते हैं कि बुरहान वानी नेवर यूज दैट गन. उसने कभी गन का इस्तेमाल नहीं किया है. ये मुझे गिलानी साहब ने नहीं कहा, ये जनरल सिप्टेन ने कहा, जो हिंदुस्तान के जनरल थे कश्मीर में, 4 साल वहां गुजारे. उन्हें पब्लिकली कहा कि ही नेवर यूज द गन. तो फिर बुरहान वानी का कंट्रीब्यूशन क्या है? ही यूज द सोशल मीडिया. ही वाज द पायनियर ऑफ सोशल मीडिया. एंड यू उसके जनाजे में मालूम है वो त्राल के हैं. ये आपको मालूम है, नासिर साहब, अब्दुल्ला साहब कहेंगे, मैं त्राल कई दफा गया हूं. 8-10 हजार से ज्यादा पॉपुलेशन नहीं है त्राल की. उसके जनाजे में 5 लाख से ज्यादा लोग थे. तो इसीलिए डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट द पावर ऑफ सोशल मीडिया. प्लीज यूज सोशल मीडिया इन डिफरेंट फॉर्म. एंड सेकेंडली, never underestimate your own capability. You may not know it, that you have it, but we do have it. What is that? अखबारों को आप आर्टिकल्स लिखा करें. Don't feel shy. Write to New York Times. Write to United Nations Secretary General. Let me give the email. It is very easy to remember the email. Secretary General of United Nations. SG stands for Secretary General. sgcentral@un.org. Write to him. Don't tell him what Pakistan is talking about. Don't tell him what India is talking about. Don't tell him what Gilani Sahib is talking about. Tell him that what I am talking about. If you are a student, tell him that I am a student. I do not belong to this, I do not belong to that, but this is the situation in Kashmir. Write to your own newspapers in Pakistan, because they are being monitored by the embassies, by the diplomats. So give them the facts. Never ever exaggerate. हमें exaggerate करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है भाई. Give them the facts. So on the basis of facts, अगर आपका लेटर, अगर आपका ओपिनियन एडिटोरियल, अगर आपका आर्टिकल किसी अखबार में छपता है, इट इज गोइंग टू बी टेकन अ नोट ऑफ इट. आपको सिर्फ एक मिसाल देना चाहता हूं, सिर्फ 10 सेकंड के लिए. आई थिंक 93-94 में आई इशूड अ प्रेस रिलीज. I got a call from the director of Voice of America Urdu service. By the way, he was an American और उसने PhD की थी गालिब की शायरी पर. And he was a Dr. Silver. Dr. Silver उसका नाम था. And he called me. उसने कहा, "Why did you issue this press release?" मैंने कहा, "Yes." उसने कहा, "I don't think so." मैंने कहा, "भाई, I wrote it." क्यों? उसने कहा, "वो आपने कामा लिखा है, it cannot be comma there." मैंने कहा, सुभान अल्लाह. मैंने कहा कि मैंने प्रेस में लिखा है, इट इज गोइंग टू एंड अप इन द डस्टबिन. लेकिन द पर्सन हु रियली मैटर, द डायरेक्टर ऑफ वॉइस ऑफ अमेरिका उर्दू सर्विस, उन्हें कहा, ये कामा यहाँ नहीं आएगा. व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि आपकी जो राइटिंग होगी, आपका जो लेटर होगा, आपका ओपिनियन एडिटोरियल जो होगा, it doesn't mean that millions of people are going to read it. Even if one single person reads it, if you can change the mind of that one single person, we are in a good shape. और तीसरी और अहम बात वो ये है कि हिंदुस्तान की जो ये अफवाज है, उनके खिलाफ we can bring them to the court of international law. नासिर साहब आपको बताएंगे. और उसके लिए हमें अल्लाह ने एक बहुत ही अच्छा, क्या कहते हैं, वो वेपन दिया है. वेपन दिया है यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स कमीशन फॉर इंटरनेशनल रिलीजियस फ्रीडम. ये स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट का एक विंग है. यूनाइटेड नेशंस कमीशन फॉर इंटरनेशनल रिलीजियस फ्रीडम, इट बिलोंग्स टू द स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. उन्होंने कुछ रिकमेंडेशन की स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट को. एक तो यह है कि वी हैव टू कंडेम द वायलेंस ऑफ आरएसएस. वी हैव टू कंडेम इट. और दूसरा उन्होंने कहा कि जो आरएसएस की लीडरशिप के एसेट्स है, उनके जो बैंक बैलेंस है, वी हैव टू फ्रीज इट. उसको बिल्कुल खत्म करना चाहिए. तीसरा यह है कि दे शुड नॉट बी अलाउड टू कम टू अमेरिका. इसकी बुनियाद पर वी कैन, अच्छा, उन्होंने पर्टिकुलर अमित शाह का नाम वहां पर मेंशन किया है. What I am saying, on the basis of this report, which is by the way from the State Department, we can initiate an international campaign to bring these criminals to the justice. We can do that. और ये वही, by the way, यही वही US कमीशन है जिन्होंने 2002 में एक रिकमेंडेशन की थी स्टेट डिपार्टमेंट को. 2002 में, 20 साल पहले रिकमेंडेशन थी, मोदी को आप अमेरिका आने की इजाजत दे दी. उस वक्त वो चीफ मिनिस्टर थे गुजरात के. उसका वीजा रिवोक हो गया and he was not allowed to come not only to America, and he was not allowed to come to even UK. और दो और आखिरी तजवीज़ है, वो है पाकिस्तान के लिए. आई एम श्योर द पाकिस्तानी पीपल आर. ब्रदर, खुदा की कसम, मुझे कई लोगों ने कहा वहाँ श्रीनगर से, कई लोगों ने कहा, जब इमरान खान साहब की स्पीच हुई यूनाइटेड नेशंस के अंदर, वहां उस वक्त कर्फ्यू था, बट पीपल वेंट टू द मॉस्क, उन्हें 2 रकात शुक्राने अदा किए. When इमरान खान साहब said, I am the ambassador of the people of Kashmir, उसने जान में जान डाली. Let me also tell you, by the way, we the people of Kashmir, particularly Kashmir American, we are really thankful to Benazir Bhutto, who brought the all parties Hurriyat conference to the OIC. We are thankful to Mia Nawaz Sharif, Khuda ki Kasam, in August 1991. December of 1991. डकार सेनेगल में जो उसकी इस्लामिक कॉन्फ्रेंस में तकरीर हुई, मैं उसके पास वहीं चला गया, उससे गले मिला. मैंने कहा आज आपने लोगों की तर्जुमानी की. What I am saying, the people of Kashmir are thankful to the people of Pakistan, irrespective of. लेकिन इमरान साहब की जो बहुत बड़ी क्वालिटी है वो ये है कि besides being the Prime Minister of Pakistan, he is Imran Khan. वो एक मैजिक है, you cannot deny the fact. लेकिन ये जो हमारा एम्बेसडर है, कभी आपने देखा है डॉक्टर फाइका साहबा, डॉक्टर राहत साहब, डॉक्टर मिस्टर देवान साहब, कभी आपने देखा कि एम्बेसडर जो है वो अपने शहर से निकलता ही नहीं? एम्बेसडर तो दुनिया की सैर करता है ना. हम खुदा की कसम अपील करते हैं इमरान खान साहब को, अपील करते हैं शाह महमूद कुरैशी साहब को, ये इस्लामाबाद को जरा छोड़े. ये ना कहे कि कोविड-19 है भाईजान. ये कोविड-19 के दौरान नवंबर और दिसंबर में, लिसन केयरफुली, नवंबर और दिसंबर अभी तो चला गया ना भाई, कोविड-19 था ना. जो हमारे वजीर खारजा थे अमेरिका के, पॉम्पियो, उन्होंने 17 मुल्कों का दौरा किया. सऊदी अरब गया, कहां ना गए, वगैरह वगैरह, कोविड-19 के दौरान. तो हम आपसे अपील करते हैं कि आप हमारी सफारत करते हैं, लेकिन वो इस्लामाबाद में न करें, बाहर जाकर हमारी आप मदद करें. और आखिरी बात, अहमद कुरैशी से बेहतर कौन जानता है कि जेनेवा कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है. जेनेवा में ह्यूमन राइट्स काउंसिल का इजलास हो रहा है. यानी अगर ह्यूमन राइट्स काउंसिल में 2 या 3 या 4 मेंबर कंट्रीज, इस वक्त 6 मुसलमान कंट्रीज उसके मेंबर हैं, 2-3 कंट्रीज अगर कश्मीर की बात करें, उससे तो हमारी जान में जान आएगी. ये अहमद कुरैशी साहब तो जाते रहते हैं, मिलते रहते हैं, बट अल्टीमेटली इट इज अहमद कुरैशी. मैं भी मिलता रहता हूँ, जाता रहता हूँ, आफ्टर ऑल आई एम हु एम आई. लेकिन अगर पाकिस्तानी गवर्नमेंट, पाकिस्तानी पार्लियामेंटेरियंस और आज़ाद कश्मीर की जो लीडरशिप है, बाय द वे वी हैव अ ग्लोबल डिप्लोमेट हु इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ आज़ाद कश्मीर, अगर ये कुछ सेलेक्टेड गवर्नमेंट से मिले और उन्हें कहीं, ये ना कहें, मैं सिर्फ आपसे कहना चाहता हूँ खुदा की कसम, वो ये ना कहें कि हम हिंदुस्तान को कंडेम करते हैं, वो सिर्फ ये कहे कि कश्मीरियों को एक हक दिया गया है और वो हक उनको देना चाहिए. ये इतना सी, नॉट मोर देन दैट. इट इज गोइंग टू रियली ब्रिंग अ lot of change. And in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you what Dr. Martin Luther King has said. Dr. Martin Luther King, what did he say? He said, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but we will remember the silence of our friends. With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam. Such an impressive speech, Dr. Fai. I'm so lucky to have listened to this. Every time I have to say this, this is not to your face, but every time I read for you